When buying items in either line, always enter code Aceface in the Support a Creator tab. This will make so 5% of the purchase will support me at no extra cost to you, so I appreciate it a lot. Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Welcome back to the Crimson Harvest of 2024. We're here yet again in my Paladin, and as you maybe saw last time in the previous video, it wasn't a super smooth experience. Like, we were able to get through the Crimson Harvest, but it took a bit of time. First, we encountered a site that was already occupied by the people, and then we encountered another site, and it went well, but the problem was that it maybe took a little bit too long for my patience to go from gate to gate with our slow Paladin here. So what have I done to address that? Well, we buffed the capacitor on this big boy significantly at the cost of buffer. So this thing right here is a gank magnet. We've not got the biggest buffer here. In fact, we've got no resistance modules at all. So, I mean, we've got very little EHP. So, we're very risky here. But I want to do it because I think this will be a very satisfying experience to get through these guys really quickly. So, what we've done here is we've replaced the rig slightly. So, before we had a burst arrator, which is what I was using to do trick larvae hunting. So, I replaced it then with a large energy collision accelerator. Now, the collision accelerator and the burst arrator, they give almost the same DPS buff. Burst Arrator a little bit more DPS, but very slightly. But the thing is, Burst Arrator increases the rate of fire. Collision Accelerator makes each shot do more damage. This is more economical, and also economical when it comes to our capacitor, because less shots per second, especially when it comes to the beam lasers or the pulse lasers, is going to mean less capacitor usage. And then we're still going to have good DPS. Then I added a capacitor control circuit here instead of that Tech 1 rig we had there. So a little bit worse tracking, no, not tracking, but range we'll have, because I had a range rig here, but it's alright, it costs hardly anything. Then I removed the damage control for capacitor power relay, and also the reactive armor hardener for also a capacitor power relay. And then that means so that we can remove this large cap battery, the second one we had here, and a 500 mN quad LIF MWD. So we can go to these sites very quickly. So essentially what we've got here is we've got less potential tank, but we'll be able to tank for longer time, which I think will be good, because our tank was enough as long as we're able to use our armor repair. We're also having a similar amount of DPS, but also we're able to go very fast because of the 500 mN MWD. So we can use always the D-scan here to check who is close. Oh, you've got the trig larvae on here. I need to have D-scan here. Okay, the main thing I get worried about is if I see other marauders, but it's okay. So let's just go here. And then we activate the gate as soon as we can. So now we can use the MWD to speed up. Even though we've got an MWD, it's still really slow. 688 meters a second. Marauders are slow boys. Okay, let's go here. Good. And then we just get to the gate straight away. And then we will blast these guys to pieces. See if we can lock up anyone preemptively. So we will be taking a bit more damage because we've got less resistance system before, but not a whole lot less. So now we're already in range of the gate, so we can use Bastion straight away and just get through these guys quicker. So that's what this is my idea here, that we're just supposed to be able to get through these guys quickly and get to the gate quickly so that this can go fast. This is already feeling a lot smoother, and because of our capacitor power relays and our capacitor power control circuit, we're going to be able to use our armor repair for a lot longer time. There we go, and just wrecking these guys. So it's okay, we maybe not got the same rate of fire, but we've got a similar amount of DPS because each shot is doing more damage. And in some ways it's better because we use less ammunition if you look at it in the long run. But it's okay. Let's wreck these guys here. Ashimu. Lots of neuters, but we've got a very good capacitor recharge right here. So if we see here, as I mentioned in the previous video, the Bastion module does actually use quite a bit of capacitor, but this is essentially what we're looking at when we've got everything inactivated here. We don't use anything. 28 gigajoules to spare, so that's good. And then we can use the armor repair when we feel like it. So you'll see here. Let's just cycle the Bastion so that we don't automatically reuse it if we just come towards the end. Because you never know, suddenly that NPC could be destroyed and it means that we have to, that is what allows us to get through to the next one. I think it's 12 that was the case. You need to go do 12 to be able to get to the next room. Come on now, wreck these guys here. Good. 17? That's a lot of them here. I don't know what is going on with this counter. This counter must be broken. CCP, please fix, please. But the good thing here is that since we were able to get to the gate quickly, it meant that we were able to activate our Bastion even quicker. And this also means that we're able to tank a bit more because we have better resistances when we're in Bastion mode. Because if I were to just stay there and wait until I've destroyed everyone, then it'll take quite a bit of time for me to get to the acceleration gate later. Well, to be honest, I could actually just start bastioning here and blast everyone and then move, but that'd be a lot of time wasted potentially. Oh, this Kestrel here, I hope he's not going to steal the wreck, because he feels like someone... Ooh. Look, we've got lots of red people here. Ooh. We need to warp out, warp out, warp out, warp out. These guys here probably going to be ganking here. Ooh. Oh, no. We do not want to get ganked here. Let's go here. Come on now. Destroy drones, everything. Oh, we're getting warp scrambled by everything in the whole world here. Catalyst on the way. Oof. Come on, wreck them, please, wreck them. Shall we line to? Good line here. Good. Come on. MWD. Can't even do it because we're getting... Ooh, we need to get out of here quickly. Ooh. Come on now. We go, good. And now, are these guys here? Ooh, actually no. There seems to be some gank here that was not me. It was someone else. Oh, our drones are getting absolutely wrecked. This is also a very dangerous thing when you're using the catalyst here. Oh, this is very... that could have been me. Look, see all those catalysts there just exploded. Oh, we just get warp scramble from everything here. It's very, very difficult to get out of this if you actually are in a gang situation. Oof. Oh, I'm not sure why that guy just went away. Yeah, this is a very, very dangerous situation actually. It may as well could have been us who got ganked here. Because either were catalysts. I was thinking that Kestrel was maybe a scout. You know, he was looking for potential victims and they warped to him, or he goes and looks at different sites. Let's see now, Crimson, are there any? I wonder who got ganked here. Let's go through this gate. Just try to get out of here. There's too many warp scramblers. Can't do anything. Oh, there's catalysts. We have to get out of here. Come on now. Just get these warp scramblers off me. Oh, everything is warp scrambling me. They're sensing that there's ganking going on here. Oh, Coercer as well. Come on, just get off here. Yeah, good. Use the MWD to just get out of range at least, so that in case they come here, at least we can close some distance. Oh. Get me out of here, please. This is a really difficult site to get out of. Like now, I almost should be ganked here just because of how silly this is taking me to get out of here. Everything is warp scrambling. Oh my gosh, that is so much warp scrambling. And I want to Bastion here so that I can really destroy them with my DPS. But the problem is I'll be stuck there for 30 seconds, and that maybe is too long. And now all my drones are going to get destroyed as well. You know, just when I thought about taking a ship that is got a very low buffer, then that's when there's a Gankers coming. Oh, it just does it. This last thing, get me out of here. There we go. Okay, good. Let's see now. Look at those Gankers here. They killed a miner. They killed this miner here.
Docking request accepted.
Yep, they killed this miner. We can see here, check their fit export. Export this. We could check how much EHP this guy had. So like, look at this guy. He's got similar less EHP when I'm in non-Bastion, and when I'm in Bastion I got a little bit more EHP than him. So those guys may as well could have killed me. May as well could have killed me. Ugh. This feels very, very annoying here. You know, it's hard to know what to do in these kind of situations, but it feels like this ship feels risky because you're sort of locked, and then when you're not locked, then you have a very hard time getting rid of those annoying just warp disruptors. Well, let's see here. They seem to have left the system. We might just want to complete this site real quick, you know, just go through it. Crimson Gauntlet. Probably another ship would be better suited for this than the Paladin. Something that has some decent speed and you can destroy small stuff quickly so that you don't have to worry about these warp scramblers. That was a lot of warp disruptors, because I have actually had an encounter where I did have people who are red or people who I marked as like potential gankers in the system, but I think they were not actually red. I was mixing them up with someone who my corporation is just an enemy against. So it was not actually a really big deal, but I was trying to go out, and it did take me a bit of time like it did here to get out, but it didn't at all take as long as this. It took maybe like a minute or two. But here, everyone, they're probably thinking, oh yes, 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 come on gankers, get this guy. Get this guy. There's ganking going on in the system. It would be interesting if the NPCs could somehow think like that. If they see that there's criminal activity in the system, then they have an increased likelihood of using their warp scramblers or warp disruptors. Oh, but I'm glad we were not the case there. I really thought we were going to die there, because when we saw that Kestrel, and then I descan, I saw all the catalysts there. I really thought that was it. That was it. But all the scramblers. Yeah, they're gone now. But we'll just do this quickly so we can get out of here. But I mentioned in the previous video that a Bargus could be nice because you're able to get decent capacitor and okay tank, and at the same time not have to worry too much about the speed, because the speed is really good with the Bargus. It's just very, very rough when you get locked down like that. See here with the MWD, it's really nice. You just go in and you just quickly cruise to the next site. And it would have been great if we just had not had disturbances from potential gankers here. You know, in some ways, it feels almost like that it was so slow to destroy everything when we're in non-Bastion that it might have been just better to just remain Bastion, destroy everything as quickly as we possibly can, and then prepare for eventual facing of the gankers. Could have maybe even been a better idea, actually. Bastion up, and then just lock up all these guys here. There's a lot of NPCs you've got. This is not the easiest event you can encounter. I mean, I'm using a Paladin, and most PvE content is very easy for a Marauder like the Paladin. But for Alpha clones, this will be difficult. You can do these in a Praxis. Praxis is a very well-rounded ship. You can do these kind of sites. And it's also not the most expensive one either. Otherwise, it is pretty difficult for Alpha clones to do this, especially just in general new players. You're going to have good tank and some okay DPS and okay tracking, and new resistance as well. The reason I'm very keen on this Paladin is just because of the sheer amount of DPS we can acquire, and also the damage profile and the way we can use pulse lasers that instantly hit the ships instead of, like, say, torpedoes that take a bit of time for them to hit the targets. It's not really the same problem in a Barghest because their torpedoes take very little time to approach the target. The Barghest has a very big velocity boost to the torpedoes, so they almost instantly hit the target. There we go, good. You see, we destroy these guys really quickly in Bastion mode. Really quickly, and once that web kicks in, then it's just so easy. Got Purifier here, got destroyed straight away. This is Harbinger, Blood Raider Harbinger. Absolutely annihilate him. Even the glancing off shots at 1.7k DPS is really good damage per shot rather than DPS. Let's wreck this Savior here. Okay, great. Now it's time for boss time. I think we can destroy this guy within one Bastion cycle. That is a possibility, I think, here. That's good we didn't lose the Paladin. I was thinking we were going to lose it here. Come on now, wreck this guy. Within half a cycle, we managed to destroy them. That's good. This fit seems to work really well, but I just worry about the ganks. That is my main worry here. Interesting. We've got some of these. Overseer Sabic Vial, and that is equivalent to the Tetrimonic Warclone blanks here. Okay, but that's the Crimson Harvest of 2024 again. Here, almost thinking that I was going to die. Light flashing before my eyes, thinking that I might die here, but thankfully it did not happen. It did not happen, but it was close. It was close. If I were to lose this Paladin now, I'd be a little bit sad because it took me quite a while to save this time. Oh, look at this guy. He's really cool. The legend himself. I'm not really a legend. I'm just a guy who does a little bit of PvE. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. Apologies for that being very cringeworthy where I almost died there, but we managed to survive, luckily. Luckily, those catalysts weren't aiming at us. If they were aiming at us, we would have been slaughtered, eaten alive. If you did enjoy the video, learn something new, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.